Hello, it is 10 minutes. 2,000 years ago, Jesus promised to come again when the time is right and ascended to heaven. We refer to this as the second coming. God and Jesus have kept all the promises they have made until now. Looking at these past records, Jesus' promise to return will surely be fulfilled. So, what should we do? We just need to prepare by knowing the promises of the Bible, such as when and where Jesus will come, and what we should prepare. However, promises can only be kept when you know all the details accurately. It should not be vague. For example, when you plan to watch a movie, we make specific arrangements such as when, with whom, and which movie we will watch, as well as where we will meet. If the person who made a promise forgets any part of the agreement, what happens? They become unable to keep the promise. Therefore, we need to know the promises that Jesus has given us in the New Testament accurately. However, nowadays, believers have a vague understanding of the second coming of Jesus. They do not have a specific understanding of when, where, and how Jesus will come, and what we should prepare for. But when you look at their faces, they look really peaceful rather than worried. Is that normal? Even if you forget the promise to meet the President, can you still be at peace? Then, please listen to the following question and self-assess how much you know about the second coming of Jesus. Firstly, Jesus said in Matthew chapter 24 verse 29 that he would come after the sun, moon, and stars have darkened and fallen. In reality, if the sun, moon, and stars fall, everyone will be dead before Jesus comes. So, what does this mean? Secondly, Paul provided conclusive evidence for receiving the coming of Jesus in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verses 1 to 3. That is, Jesus comes after apostasy and destruction. So, who betrayed God, and who destroys whom? Thirdly, in Revelation chapter 14 verse 1, Jesus, symbolized as a lamb, is said to be standing on Mount Zion. Is he actually coming to Mount Zion in Israel? No, just as the lamb does not mean an actual lamb, Mount Zion does not refer to a physical mountain. In Revelation chapter 3 verse 12, Jesus said that Jesus' name would be written on him who overcome. Then, wouldn't it be possible to meet Jesus if we find him who overcome? So, who is the overcomer? Who did he overcome against? With what and how did he overcome? Lastly, it is mentioned in Matthew chapter 25 that we must prepare a lamp and oil to meet Jesus. It may not be a little lamp and oil, but what does it really mean? If we don't understand the meaning, we cannot verify whether we have prepared the lamp or the oil. We have looked at just a few promises about the second coming in this way. How is it? Do you have accurate knowledge about the second coming? Are you prepared to welcome the returning Jesus in your current state? Is it okay to believe in Jesus and be saved, but not know the details of the promise of the second coming? This is exactly what the devil wants. 2,000 years ago, those who crucified Jesus were Jews who believed in God, memorized the Bible, and eagerly awaited the coming of the Messiah. Please remember why Jesus mentioned in Luke chapter 13 verse 23 that there will be few who are saved in the end times. Despite nearly half of the world's population believing in Jesus, there are few who truly recognize his second coming and are saved. In 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 4, it is prophesied about the mockery of many people during the time of the second coming, saying, "Where's the promise of his coming?" Reflecting on today we live in through these words, it really seems to be the case. People are not at all prepared to meet Jesus, but their hearts are at ease. Nowhere is the preparation process for the second coming taught. It is not even considered important in the church. They not only lack interest but also mock, saying, "Why bother with such concerns when believing in Jesus is salvation?" Socrates said that knowing one's ignorance is the beginning of knowledge. If you have acknowledged your ignorance through the question I asked earlier, now is the time to find out more. If there is a place that teaches about the New Testament and the book of Revelation, regardless of where it is, please listen to it all and verify which place is speaking the truth. Are you worried that you might be deceived? Like the Bereans in Acts 17, if we earnestly receive the words but by verifying if these words are true, you will never be deceived. Rather, by searching here and there to understand the promises of the Bible, you may ultimately realize the words and have a greater possibility of accepting Jesus. I will conclude the video today by sharing this verse with you. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, you will find. Knock, and it will be open to you. For everyone who asks receives, and he who seeks finds, and to him who knocks it will be opened.